Alright, welcome back for round two. Looks like we're on the draw, and our opponent went to 6. Our hand looks okay. We have removal, we have a 2-drop, and we have some other late game stuff, and we have all 3 colors, so I'm going to choose not to mulligan. And our opponent goes to 5, and looks like we're off to the races. Alright, so gonna play an island here, and pass the turn back. Alright, so our opponent not having a 2 is pretty good for us. Play a forest, and we're going to flash in a Shamble Shark on his turn. No 3. Interesting. Alright. Well, no real reason to play the mountain just yet, so I'm just going to play island. And I'm going to swing in there with the Shamble Shark. See what our opponent chooses to do. There's a fish crab, green and blue. What else would it be? No. I think it needs to be green. I don't know. Fair enough. Alright, so he took the damage. We have no play here on 3, so we're just going to pass it back. Alright, we got a Naya theme going on here. Alright, so Skark Guildmage makes 4/4s and can give things trample. It's pretty good. It's a good clock against us. It's definitely nothing to be taken lightly. Alright. So, still no reason to play the mountain, I don't believe. So I'm going to play this. Question is, do I inaction injunction here? I don't think so. I don't think there's a need to. We're probably just going to punish the enemy on his next turn, and I'm pretty happy with him trading here for our Shamble Shark, so we're just going to attack. And if he spends his next turn doing 4 to us, I'm fine with that too. So, we'll just have to see. So yeah, it kind of sucks that we're just going to pass the turn here, but I don't think there's anything huge for us to do. Looks like our opponent's going to get in for 2. And play a spell. Alright, doesn't get any ability from that, so it's basically a 2/4. That's fine. We go land. So we have a couple choices here. I think the best choice is to punish the enemy, his Guildmage, although that's not really putting a clock on us either. We could inaction injunction his 2/4, but it doesn't seem particularly powerful either. I think we're ahead enough. Oh, another option is to play the Keymaster Rogue and kind of start getting a clock on him. I think that's fine. I think that we have the time right now to do that. We may not have the time to do that later. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Might as well. Not a super impressive play here, but 3/2 unblockable is nothing to scoff at, and turn target creature. Okay. And evolve him. Good job. So yeah, that's fine. We're going to take a little bit of damage here, but I think we're still in an okay position. We have enough removal in our hand that I don't think that we're in terrible trouble. So, if he does something like animate and attack with all, I might trade with the Guild Mage, but we'll see. I also have to be considerate of Blood Boil spells. Okay, so that's an attack that one can make. I think it's okay to block here. He probably has the guy that gives +4/+4 and trample. But I'd rather just have him use that as a pump spell than to have him play a 4/4 trampler. So I think that blocking here is okay. Alright, so he's just going to make that trade. I'm pretty okay with that. That's definitely the most threatening thing he had on the board. So let's play a Goblin Rally. That's pretty good for him. That's a good, powerful card at 5. And he curved out pretty well considering he mulliganed to 5, so it's going to be our turn. Now, what is our plan here? We could play our Inaction Injunction, hoping to draw something. Could just Void Wielder one of his tokens. That seems pretty powerful. We deny a lot of damage that way, and keeps us at a healthy life total, as well as basically it's a removal spell. So I think that's the play. Gonna have to consider my pace of play here. Let's see what our opponent has. Alright. So he's going to bring the squad. I think taking out a dude is a little bit better than protecting our life total here. We're still pretty high. Okay. And pass the turn. Alright. So, what is the play here? Could kill this. I really need to be able to develop some board presence pretty soon. I think the play might be Shamble Shark, Drakewing Crassus, evolving the Shamble Shark. That seems fine. I'm going to leave this as a blocker. It's pretty good value if he wants to keep swinging. And we're not in any hurry to deal 1 point of damage. So if he keeps attacking, I'm just going to keep making value blocks. We still have enough of a late game. If we draw another card, we get to play Maze Behemoth or Blast of Genius, or really whatever we need to in order to stabilize. So taking a couple damage is still okay. We're still relatively safe. Alright. So he's going to bring the team in again. Reconsidering. This seems to make less sense. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take 1 here. His follow-up is nothing. Okay. Alright, so there's a Chemister, which is fine. What to do here? I could just punish the enemy as Spire Tracer to stop taking damage. Really wish that I could draw a land at some point. If we do that, we can probably also attack with the Crassus. I think we can attack with the Crassus anyway. Nothing else I really want to attack with. Chemister does evolve our Shamble Shark, and it is a pretty good blocker as well. Okay, I don't know what that means. So we're going to play it. Evolve this, and trying to decide if I want to attack or not with the Shamble Shark. Seems pretty good. It is 4/3. That's 7 damage. And we still have good blockers. I'm a little bit worried about Active Treason. It could have been that this was a bad attack, because Active Treason or something like that is one of the cards I lose to here. So, might have been a bad attack, but we'll see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I want to kill the Sunspire Gatekeepers, so I'm going to order that first. That seems fine. If he has a trick and wants to just get me here, that's okay. Alright, so he doesn't have a trick. Alright. Okay. Alright, our opponent's going to get in for 1, looks like. That's fine. So that's fine as a draw. Alright, so what's the plan here? Could Paralyzing Grasp his Spire Tracer, get in for 3, put him to 10, and then leave up both options on my Chemister? Sounds like a good line of play. I'm not terribly worried about the Spire Tracer, but at this point there's not anything else that I'm worried about either. Like, I can kill anything with the Chemister, so I might as well just lock this guy down. Yeah, and we're going to leave up both options for a Chemister, so end of turn, or whenever we fancy, we can either kill a creature, or we can draw 2 cards. Converted mana cost. So basically, we can kill anything with toughness 6 or less. So he's got a lot of mana. Something impressive is coming our way. Alright, another Goblin Rally. That's pretty good. We need to be able to do Overload on this for 1, and then we'll win the game. So that's fine. So we're going to draw 2 cards. Alright, still need a mountain. Alright, so what's it looking like here? So we can play a creature and do some other stuff. I think we're going to go a Sage Road Denizen. And then I think we're going to Inaction Injunction a token. I just want to preserve my life total right now. And drawing a card is fine as well. Alright, so there's a land. And do I want to attack with this guy? I think so. I think we do enough this turn that doing this is fine. And I think we still have an adequate amount of blockers back. So, see what our opponent has here. I might kill a token. I'm very likely that I'll kill a token here. And I'm not sure what I'll discard, but we'll have to wait and see. Probably the Rune Wing. I just don't see a time when I would have the time to play it. So that's probably what we're going to do here. So we're going to block out 3 of them, like so. And then we're going to discard a card to kill another one of them. Looks good. And our opponent's follow-up is a Ruination Worm, so that's fine. The question is, can we kill him here? Because we can kill this, and that leaves him with a blocker. He can block maximum 2 damage, take 1, so he goes to 1 if that's the case. So that's an option. Draw 3 cards, then deals damage to convert it. Alright. So I can also just Blast of Genius to kill this, but that's a lot more mana to spend. I can also almost just do both, but not quite. So if we just use this guy to kill this, then we can play Maze Behemoth, and he takes 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Going to 3. Another option is... oh, I think we can just kill him. So let's just go here. And then we can Blast of Genius him for 6. That seems good. So it looks like we got this game. Oh. Undo. Whoops. Wrong step. Alright, so now we're going to get you for all sorts of damages. Alright, we got there. So I didn't really see a lot, and in order to consider sideboarding, let me think for a second. Totally Lost might be fine. Didn't really see him playing a lot of enchantments or anything. No, I think I'm just going to run it back.